Every night, you make a promise to yourself. Every morning, you break it. But here is the reality. It wasn't your fault this morning. It was your fault last night. Your morning was destroyed 8 hours before the alarm even rang. While you were lying in bed, staring at your screen, telling yourself you were winding down, you were actively sabotaging tomorrow. You don't fail your day when you wake up. You fail it the night before. Today, I am giving you the exact system to clean up the battlefield. This is the night half of the warrior's code. 4 biological principles that will shut down your system, rebuild your recovery, and guarantee tomorrow's victory before it even begins. One of them takes less than 10 minutes and physically forces your nervous system to shut down. No pill, no supplement, just water. Principle 1. The hard stop. Sheathing the blade. The modern disease is fading into the night. Most people do not have an evening. They have a slow collapse into unconsciousness. Most people don't end their day. They just blur into it. You close your work laptop, but your brain is still processing emails. You get into bed, but you bring the entire chaos of the internet with you through your phone. Your brain never gets the signal that the war is over. A samurai did not sleep with a drawn sword. When the battle was done, the blade was cleaned and locked in its scabbard. Your phone is an open blade. Leave a blade exposed, and it loses its edge. Keep a screen in your face at 11 p.m., and you dull your own mind. The blue light it emits is a biological poison to your recovery. It tricks your brain into thinking the sun is still up, completely destroying your production of melatonin, the only hormone capable of pulling you into deep, restorative sleep. Your rule: the 60-minute hard stop. 1 hour before bed, the screens die. No, just 5 more minutes. No videos to fall asleep to. When you scroll at night, you are not relaxing. You are numbing yourself to avoid your own thoughts. Dim the lights. Put the phone in another room. Sheathe the blade. Give your mind the darkness it needs to actually rest. The warrior who cannot sheathe his sword will bleed out before the next battle even begins. But killing the screens is only half the battle. Your body has its own sabotage mechanism, and it activates the moment you eat dinner. Principle 2. The biological shift. Cooling the engine. Willpower cannot beat physiology. If your body is fighting to stay awake, your mind will lose. You cannot think your way out of a biological process. You can only work with it or against it. You can't run a high-performance engine at the red line and just kill the ignition without thermal management. Deep sleep requires your core temperature to drop and your heart rate to slow. But most people dump fuel into the system by eating a heavy meal an hour before bed. And the moment food hits your stomach, your body shifts into digestion mode. You wake up tired not because you didn't sleep long enough, but because your body spent the whole night digesting, not repairing. Cut the fuel 3 hours before sleep, water only, and then use the ultimate biological hack. It takes less than 10 minutes. It physically forces your nervous system to shut down. No supplements, no pills, a hot shower. You don't take it for hygiene. You take it to manipulate your biology. When you stand in hot water, your blood pulls to the surface of your skin. The second you step out into the cooler air, your core body temperature rapidly drops. To your nervous system, that sudden drop is a biological command. The day is dead. Initiate system shutdown. 2 rules. 3 hours, no food. 10 minutes of hot water. Your body will do the rest. But even a perfectly cooled body cannot sleep if the mind is still at war. And right now, yours probably is. Principle 3. Empty the vessel. The mind dump. Why are you staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m.? Because your mind is trying to hold on to the chaos of tomorrow. Unanswered emails, unpaid bills, an argument from the afternoon, tasks you forgot to do. Your brain is a phenomenal execution engine, but it is a terrible storage unit. When you try to remember everything, your brain stays on high alert to make sure you don't forget. It will keep you awake for hours to protect you from forgetting a single item on that invisible list. It will literally torture you at 2 a.m. with a racing heart and pure anxiety. just to remind you to send a basic email. The samurai called a state of perfect readiness mushin. No mind, not emptiness for its own sake. It is the state of a mind that has nothing left to carry. You create it with a pen. Every night, sit down with a physical pen and paper. 3 targets for tomorrow. You don't spray bullets blindly. You zero in on the exact 3 strikes that actually move the needle. Then every worry, every loose thought, every unfinished thing, all of it, out of your head and onto the page. You will physically feel your heart rate drop and the moment the ink hits the paper. Because the moment it is written down, your brain is no longer responsible for carrying it. You transfer the weight of your life onto the paper. And in that emptiness, silence begins. Silence is where deep sleep lives. But here is what most people miss. You can do all of this perfectly and still destroy your recovery with one simple mistake you make every single weekend. Principle 4. The anchor. The circadian contract. Quick question. What time did you go to sleep last Monday? Last Friday? Last Sunday? If the answer is different for each, you already know what this principle is about. The biggest lie you tell yourself is that you should go to sleep when you feel tired. Your body does not run on your feelings. It runs on a mechanical, biological clock called the circadian rhythm. It does not care about your schedule, your weekend plans, or your late-night motivation. It cares about one thing: consistency. When you sleep at 11 p.m. one night, 1 a.m. the next, and 3 a.m. on the weekend, you are giving your body severe jet lag without ever getting on a plane. Your brain never knows when it is supposed to release sleep hormones, so it never fully does. Every single night you do this, you are not just losing sleep. You are creating tomorrow's brain fog. You are destroying your focus, your discipline, and your willpower before the day even starts. Your final rule is the anchor. Pick one exact time to go to sleep and honor it. Every single night, no exceptions, no negotiations. This is not just a habit. It is a contract with your own biology. When you lock in your sleep time, your body adapts. Within 2 weeks, your body will shut down at the same time every night and open its eyes before the alarm ever sounds. No struggle, no hesitation, just raw biology. Tomorrow morning is coming, and the battle will begin again. Cut the screens. Stop the food. Drop the temperature. Empty your mind onto a piece of paper. Set the anchor. Your life will not change until your nights do. Your morning discipline is born in the silence of your evening routine. If you are starting this system tonight, comment Night 1 below. I want to know who is actually taking action. Subscribe to the channel and never fight a battle unprepared again. Now, put the phone down. Clean up the battlefield. Prepare your weapons. Sleep.